The U.S. exchanges feature thousands of stocks, which range from some of the world's greatest investments to businesses that could fail at any moment. However, I believe that investments in artificial intelligence, AI, are among the best available at the moment. Although the market isn't currently very optimistic about stocks in this industry, it is expected to grow significantly over the coming years. Although there are a number of excellent AI stocks, I believe that most people would find it difficult to refute Nvidia as the top choice. It is in a strong position to profit from all of the advancements in the field and is the undisputed market leader in the design of AI computing chips. I believe it's one of the best investments in the whole stock market, not just in the AI sector, for the following four main reasons. 1. The need for AI is growing. The demand for AI processing power is enormous. Almost all businesses engaged in the AI build-out are rushing to expand their data centers. The U.S. Census Bureau estimates that less than 20% of companies currently use AI. A significant portion of the economy hasn't yet started utilizing AI. The demand for processing power outside of tech-focused businesses will rise as more of those companies adopt it. The main four AI hyperscalers intend to invest $650 billion in capital this year, mostly for the expansion of their data centers, but that pales in comparison to Nvidia's projections. Global data center capital expenditures are expected to reach between $3 trillion and $4 trillion by 2030, according to Nvidia executives. Although that would represent a significant increase from current levels, investors shouldn't discount this prediction too quickly. We are already 1/5 of the way to the low end of the forecast for this year. The $650 billion estimate does not account for additional AI hyperscalers or businesses in other nations, and there is still 5 years of growth ahead. 2. At some point this year, Chinese revenue may resume. The two main nations investing heavily in AI are China and the United States. However, President Donald Trump prohibited Nvidia's chips from being sold to China at this time last year. Furthermore, there was a lot of money invested in the design and the market-specific hardware because the chips he blocked had been created especially to be acceptable under earlier export laws that prohibited the corporation from shipping its most potent products to China. Nonetheless, Nvidia is resuming production of certain CPUs and has been given permission to resume shipments. Nvidia may be able to begin a new phase of growth if it can effectively recapture its market share in China. 3. Nvidia's revenue growth is picking up speed again. Nvidia's growth rates began to slow down around 2025. However, that trend is currently reversing. The typical Wall Street analyst covering the company projects growth of 79% in the upcoming quarter and 85% in the subsequent quarter. Given Nvidia's magnitude, that anticipated reacceleration would be even more amazing. 4. Considering its growth, Nvidia's stock is quite inexpensive. If Nvidia's stock were valued highly and speculatively, none of the aforementioned considerations might have much of an impact. However, that is untrue. Given its history of strong growth, Nvidia's price tag of 36.2 times trailing profits is not too awful. But the situation becomes more apparent when forward earnings, which make use of predicted 2026 earnings, are applied. In essence, the market is pricing in a robust 2026 with no further growth. However, investors are aware that Nvidia is expected to have robust growth for a number of years due to the enormous demand for AI. Considering all of that, I anticipate that long-term patient investors might still profit greatly from buying in Nvidia right now. Join our investor community. Hit subscribe and like to get your daily Nvidia stock insights and tutorials delivered. What to think of Nvidia has been one of the main topics of discussion on Wall Street in recent months. By providing the graphics processing units, GPUs, necessary for the technology, the business was perhaps the driving force behind the revolution in artificial intelligence, AI. The stock has dropped 11% from its top and is back to where it was 8 months ago after a 3-year run of 1,180%. Given the company's latest prediction, many investors think the sell-off is unjustified and that a comeback in Nvidia's stock price is inevitable. However, according to a traditional financial model, Nvidia's stock price ought to be higher than $900. To forecast share prices, the majority of Wall Street analysts use a variety of financial ratios, sales and profit projections, and spreadsheets full of historical data. In an attempt to forecast what the stock price should be, they make adjustments to their financial models using the most recent data. The wide range of recommendations and price goals can be explained by the formulae that differ amongst analysts and investment banks. UBS analysts adopt a different strategy. One of the most reputable quantitative investment models in the sector is the company's Holt platform. Holt's proprietary methodology corrects subjectivity in corporate financial statements by converting income statement and balance sheet information into a cash flow return on investment, CFROI return, a measure that more closely approximates a company's underlying economics, according to UBS. This method evaluates whether the market is appropriately pricing a company's potential for value creation by focusing on its past capacity to generate wealth. Furthermore, the financial model's conclusions concerning Nvidia are startling. John Talbot, the U.S. head of Holt's technology coverage, stated, "We believe the share price should be 400% higher." If his figures are accurate, Nvidia's market capitalization would rise from its current $4.46 trillion, as of this writing, to over $22 trillion. Talbot went on, "It's a big number for investors to swallow." He replied, "That's the big pushback I get. Many accounting criteria, according to UBS, misrepresent a company's actual worth. The CFROI is a metric that eliminates distractions and concentrates on one crucial aspect: the amount of money a company makes in relation to the money it invests. Investors gain a better understanding of a stock's true value by excluding the influence of variables that distort the data, such as stock-based compensation. Nvidia ranks in the top 0.1% of the 20,000 companies in the Holt database with a CFROI of 73%, compared to the average non-financial company's 6%. We've never seen anything like this in our system. It's incredible," Talbot replied. Analysts have previously predicted that Nvidia's market would surpass $20 trillion. Some have even gone so far as to estimate a value of $50 trillion, even though they acknowledge that the likelihood of it happening is quite slim. These expectations are probably directionally true even though they are high. The present market pessimism, in my opinion, has just gotten too extreme. If UBS is correct, Nvidia stock is a purchase at just 22 times the projected revenues for the following year. Due to the development and expansion of companies like Nvidia, Broadcom, and Marvell, Bank of America analyst Vivek Arya increased the global semiconductor 2026 view to a revenue target of $1.3 trillion. Arya stated, "We still believe that AI data centers will drive the majority of gains via compute, networking, and memory. Analysts predict that the semiconductor market will reach $2 trillion in just 4 years, indicating a 20% compound annual growth rate. Gartner's optimistic semiconductor projection earlier this week, which matched the $1.3 trillion number for the year and would give the industry its third consecutive year of double-digit growth, underscored the significance of the semiconductor industry to the AI boom. Additionally, there is a difference between these infrastructure investment trades and how the real AI functionalities they enable are being implemented. However, a helpful method to consider how the AI hype train can stop or perhaps collapse is to consider the dangers to networking companies and chip makers. For starters, a lot of these companies rely on the trillion-dollar tech platforms as their largest clientele. Additionally, the tech giants integrate every aspect of their business to the best of their abilities. If Nvidia can produce their own AI processors and then sell them to other companies, why should they continue to pay for them? That risk is highlighted by Amazon CEO Andy Jassy's indication on Thursday that the e-commerce behemoth is headed toward selling its own AI processors, putting it in direct rivalry with Nvidia and AMD. Additionally, Jassy emphasized that his company could outperform the chip leader on price because Amazon is Amazon. In his yearly letter to shareholders, he stated, "Having our own highly sought-after AI chip opens up many possibilities, perhaps none larger than the ability to lower costs for customers and secure better economics for AWS. Because of its advertising engine, which is a simple plug-in for vertical integration, Meta is thought to be in a better position to profit from its AI capabilities. However, Amazon's strategy of including a new aspect of the AI supply chain could undoubtedly compete with that. The semiconductor leaders face a spending problem in addition to the possibility that their clients will become competitors. Their expansion depends on significant AI capital expenditures. Investor complaints about excessive AI spending are renewed every earnings season, depending on the quarter and the company. Furthermore, It appears that the acceptable duration of this hype period is being stretched by each new report that reveals even greater capital expenditures without corresponding returns. That time has already gone by for the AI bears. However, the semiconductor bulls are only getting started. The development of artificial intelligence, AI, has arguably attracted investors' interest and capital more than any other game-changing invention. Giving software and systems the ability to make snap judgments without human supervision is a multi-trillion-dollar potential. Nvidia, the leader in graphics processing units, GPUs, is one of the many publicly traded firms profiting from the AI revolution. Due to its GPU supremacy in AI-accelerated data centers, Nvidia has increased its market worth by about $4 trillion since the beginning of 2023. However, Wall Street and investors are not staring in the rearview mirror. Eyebrows are being raised by CEO Jensen Huang's recent remarks. The only issue is that Huang's trillion-dollar prediction could not be accurate. I'm here to tell you that right now, where I stand, a few short months after GTC-DC, 1 year after last GTC, right where I stand, I see through 2027, at least $1 trillion, stated Huang, the billionaire CEO of Nvidia, during the company's annual GPU Technology Conference, GTC, in mid-March. The forecast included the T-word, trillion. Blackwell and Vera Rubin's baseline combined revenues of $1 trillion would be astounding. Businesses in enterprise data centers would unquestionably choose Nvidia's AI gear as a result. Additionally, this $1 trillion estimate highlights the CUDA software platform's sometimes disregarded significance. Developers use this toolkit to design and train big language models in order to optimize the computational power of their Nvidia GPUs. Although investors are probably seeing dollar signs in this $1 trillion Blackwell-Rubin sales prediction, it might just be half the story. Nvidia's gross margin could be impacted by internal competition. There will undoubtedly be more GPU competition for Nvidia. Its greatest competitive risk, though, may originate from inside. Currently, a huge number of the company's biggest clients in terms of net sales are creating GPUs and other solutions for their data centers. These in-house chips have the advantage of being far less expensive and more accessible, despite being several rungs below Nvidia's hardware. The fact that Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, the world's top chip fabricator, is continuously increasing its monthly chip-on-wafer-on-substrate (CoWoS) capacity exacerbates this rise in internal rivalry. The ongoing scarcity of GPUs has been one of Nvidia's key drivers. Its pricing power and gross margin have benefited from its GPU's continued dominance in computation, but the fact that GPU demand has easily exceeded supply has been even more significant. The GPU scarcity that has driven Nvidia's pricing power will probably diminish over time, as Taiwan Semi quickly increases its monthly CoWoS wafer capacity, and Nvidia's clients are determined to install internally created chips in their data centers. Huang's prediction of $1 trillion in combined sales for Blackwell and Vera Rubin through 2027 may be made possible by Taiwan Semi's capacity to handle more GPU output. However, if GPU scarcity declines, Nvidia's profit margin can also decline. To put it another way, Huang's trillion-dollar prediction only tells half the picture. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your input helps create a more knowledgeable community where we can all learn and grow together in the world of investing. Stay up to date with the latest market trends, insights, and key updates by subscribing to Investing Tutorial. We're here to help you make smarter investment decisions and stay ahead of the curve.